as written before you.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor? It's unanimous.
All right, number 4, hazing policy, policy JICFA-R. This policy, again, received some editing on behalf of legal counsel with reference to its references to the relevant state law and state regulations. I would move adoption as written before you as our newly revised hazing policy JICFA-R.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor? It's unanimous.
And then the final policy is our sexual harassment policy, policy ACAA, which is also cross-listed as policy GBB. This received some moderate revision, as Member Zulus pointed out last time, specifically cleaning up language with regards to individuals' rights and who is able to bring complaints of sexual harassment, I think overall for the better. There have been no interval changes, and I would move adoption of our sexual harassment policy ACAA, also cross-listed as GBB.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor? It's unanimous. Thank you, Dr. Donahue, and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to the Policy Subcommittee for the continuing good work. Dr. Donahue, Ms. Varela, and Ms. Bagley-Jones. Item 10 on the agenda, the Transportation and Traffic Subcommittee. Ms. Varela.
Thank you, Mr. Zulus. So, to update you about the Transportation and Traffic Safety Subcommittee, just first of all, I want to say that we had a meeting last week, and thus far, we had a very good start to the school year with the buses. The changes that were made by Jake Smith and the administration on the middle school bus, which actually goes down my street, Lyman Road, has made a big difference for that community. That was a big change, and the buses are running on time and doing well. So, and hasn't been really any complaints from the community at large. So that, and then the extra bus that they have put into the East Milton Square community received very good feedback at our last transportation meeting from the East Milton reps. So that was a positive thing. Secondly, I wanted to talk about Walk to School Day. So National Walk to School Day is a week from today, October 7th. And our elementary schools have been working to put walking school buses in place for October 7th. Many of them are going to have prizes for their walkers/bikers at all 4 schools. And Jana Linhart, who is our representative from the DOT, Department of Transportation, has put together, I think we've mentioned this before, over the summer, and Jake Smith is going to assist in cascading those, has assisted in cascading those out to the elementary schools, the best and most effective walking routes that they can take and use for the walking school buses. So that's been a positive thing. Secondly, for the fall, Ms. Leonard is going to come to the elementary schools to give safety sessions on pedestrian walking, mostly to the early grades, maybe grades 2 and 3, and again is going to work with Jake Smith to reach out to the principals to schedule those times to do that. And then at the middle school, her and her staff are going to come and give bike safety sessions, especially trying to reinforce how imperative it is to wear a bike helmet, because it seems that at that middle school level, a lot of kids who have been biking to Pierce, it's not cool to wear that anymore and that kind of thing. So that's a big concern that even Dr. Fitzgerald has been seeing and kind of called up to Central about. So we're hoping to get all of those in at the 4 schools and at the Pierce before the Thanksgiving break. So right now, those are some of the things that we have on the agenda for the fall. We've discussed some other things, but haven't been ironed out yet. But we are chugging along.
Great. Great, sounds great. Any further discussion on that? Ms. Bagley-Jones?
You might not know this, but I'm just curious, has there been any interaction with the folks that are working on the East Milton deck in terms of what their plan is? You know, how they're looking at the crosswalks and all of that, because that's such a big issue for East Milton.
You know, that's an excellent point. Maybe we should, I don't know, who would we reach out to? Would we reach out to Mark Alba or the selectmen if to have someone come and speak to? Glenn, could you, who would we?
Could
Yeah,
be Bill
well,
Clark.
We can reach out and have them come and
Probably
speak to
Bill
the
Clark.
transportation.
Bill Clark?
Probably
Yeah.
Bill Clark.
Okay.
Good,
I'll make
thank
note of
you.
that.
Ms. Padera?
I'd just like to say, Ms. Varela, that I also heard a lot of positive feedback about that second bus in East Milton Square. I think it was much needed. I think that the bus that was there last year was pretty crowded, and I think that it just allows a little bit more space. And it's not even, you know, it's not even winter yet, so
Exactly.
you know, as they get their puffy coats on and things like that, it'll be a little bit nicer. So, and it was much appreciated by that crew, I think.
Ms. Gormley?
Just briefly for the viewing audience, what we have an established number of buses. So what we did in response to this parents in East Milton and looking at the ridership in late August, we redesigned the routes on one side of town to enable us to use our same fleet of buses to reassign 3 buses. Right, Dr. Pavlicek? We had 2 buses, now a 3rd bus in East Milton. I don't want anyone watching to think we bought another bus. We, again, spent a lot of time with Jake Smith and redesigned the routes. And to Ms. Varela's point, the response has been very positive from my PTO presidents, too.
Anything further? Moving on, old business, citizen speak topic response. I don't think we have anything there. Item 12, next meeting agenda items.
I had asked for the discussion of that and/or the fiscal
warrant.
101 to be discussed, because it's time to start talking to the public about what our budgetary needs are.
So the only thing I'd say on the financial piece, we're having a meeting next Wednesday night. We do have a presentation, I believe, on MCAS that may be extensive. So what we might do on the financial thing is kick that to the next meeting, but we'll work with that and see what works best in terms of planning.
I like that
Okay.
planning.
Okay. As I mentioned, we're expecting a report on MCAS at the next meeting. Anything further for agenda items? No one here for citizen speak? I think we are ready to adjourn. We will be meeting next week at 7 o'clock for our October 7th meeting of the school committee. We hope to see you all then, and the meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
All right.